Your life is not a fixed narrative. It's a story you're writing, word by word, thought by thought. And the most powerful words you write are the ones you whisper to yourself. The voice inside your head, the constant commentator on your life, is not just a random noise. It's the architect of your reality. It's time to take control of that voice. Think about it. Every single thought you have triggers a cascade of chemical reactions within your body. Each word you speak to yourself either builds you up or tears you down. When you greet the morning with, "I can't face this," you're not just expressing a feeling. You're programming your brain, setting the stage for a day of struggle. Here's a fundamental truth. Your brain is remarkably malleable. It can't distinguish between what's happening in the outside world and what you're consistently telling it. Change your thoughts, and you literally change the structure of your brain. This isn't some mystical concept. It's grounded in neuroscience. Your thoughts are tangible, powerful forces. For the next 3 days, I challenge you to embark on a journey of radical self-talk. These won't be ordinary days. They'll be a concentrated period of intentional transformation. You'll be dismantling old, limiting beliefs and constructing a new foundation for your life. Most people drift through life on autopilot, their past dictating their future. They wake up with the same self-defeating thoughts, experience the same draining emotions, and repeat the same unproductive behaviors. But you're about to disrupt that pattern. When you transform the way you speak to yourself, you initiate a chain reaction. You change your brain, which alters your energy. And when your energy shifts, your life inevitably follows suit. It's a simple yet profound principle. Every significant accomplishment in history began with someone, somewhere, refusing to accept the limitations imposed upon them. It started with an internal dialogue that defied the status quo. The stakes are incredibly high. Your self-talk is either reinforcing the walls of your limitations or demolishing them. There's no in-between. Over these next 3 days, you'll learn to become the conscious designer of your destiny through strategic, precise self-talk. You'll discover how to speak to yourself in a way that rewires your brain, alters your body's chemistry, and ultimately reshapes your reality. This isn't about superficial positivity. It's about deep, neurological restructuring. It's not fleeting motivation. It's sustainable transformation. It's about transcending the limitations of your past and stepping into a realm of limitless possibilities. Each morning, you awaken, and almost immediately, your mind defaults to familiar patterns. The same thoughts you entertained yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that. These aren't just random thoughts. They're a carefully crafted program that's running in the background, shaping every facet of your life. Consider this. Your brain processes tens of thousands of thoughts daily. The astonishing truth is that the vast majority of those thoughts are recycled from the day before. You're essentially thinking yourself into the same reality, day after day, through this unconscious mental programming. Negative self-talk isn't just idle chatter. It has a tangible impact. When you repeatedly tell yourself, "I'm not capable," or "I don't deserve this," your body believes you. Your brain releases stress hormones. Your genes express themselves differently. Your immune system can be compromised. And your energy levels plummet, all because of the words you're silently speaking to yourself. Here's a crucial insight. Your body doesn't differentiate between a real experience and one you're simply imagining. When you conjure up fear or anxiety in your mind, your body reacts as if the threat were real. You've likely been unconsciously training your body to become addicted to these negative emotional states. That's why change can feel so challenging. Your body is actively trying to maintain these familiar, albeit unpleasant, chemical states. Before we proceed, I invite you to watch a short presentation that reveals how to unlock God's miracles and step into your divine calling. You'll find a link to the life-changing presentation in the description below. Be sure to watch it after this one. That's my special gift to you for coming across this video. Moving on. Your limiting beliefs aren't facts. They're just thoughts you've repeated so frequently that they've become ingrained in your neural pathways. I'm not good with money. I'm not attractive. I'll never succeed. These aren't objective truths. They're neural networks that have been reinforced through constant repetition. Every time you entertain these thoughts, you're strengthening those neural connections. It's like forging a path through a field. The more you traverse it, the more defined it becomes. Your brain is literally molded by your habitual thought patterns. This explains why so many people find themselves trapped in cyclical patterns, recreating the same life circumstances over and over. They're stuck in a loop of familiar thoughts, emotions, and experiences. But the remarkable thing about the brain is its adaptability, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on your thoughts and experiences. This means you're not tethered to your current neural pathways. You have the power to create new ones. You can literally think your way into a new state of being. The challenge is that most people wait for their external world to change before they alter their internal dialogue. They want to feel confident before they start speaking to themselves confidently. They want to see evidence of success before they start thinking like a successful person. But this approach is fundamentally flawed. Your external reality is a direct reflection of your internal dialogue. Your recurring thoughts are shaping your future in this very moment. Your self-talk is either programming you for success or perpetuating your current circumstances. There's no neutral ground. Every thought is either propelling you toward your desired outcome or keeping you rooted where you are. This is why cultivating awareness of your current mental state is paramount. You can't transform what you're not conscious of. Awareness is the first step toward liberation from the automatic patterns that have been running your life. Once you grasp this principle and truly apply it, there's no turning back. These next 3 days will create ripples in your consciousness that will expand into waves of transformation across every aspect of your life. When you begin to direct your self-talk with intention and purpose, something extraordinary happens. Your brain begins to reorganize itself. It's akin to upgrading the operating system of a computer. Except this computer is your mind. Every positive thought, every empowering affirmation you speak to yourself isn't just a string of words. It's an electrical signal firing in your brain, establishing new neural pathways. Let's make this practical. When you wake up tomorrow, instead of groaning, "I'm exhausted," or "I dread this day," declare with conviction, "I'm excited for what this day holds," or "I'm overflowing with energy." You're not just swapping out words, you're activating different neural networks, influencing gene expression, and altering your brain's chemistry. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. Your brain can't distinguish between actually experiencing something and vividly imagining it with intense emotion. This is why Olympic athletes can enhance their performance by visualizing their routines. They're literally programming their neural networks through focused mental rehearsal. The same principle applies to your self-talk. When you combine clear, intentional self-talk with heightened emotion, you're not just thinking differently, you're teaching your body a new way of being. You're creating what scientists call a new neural signature. This is how people achieve quantum leaps in their lives. They're not just changing their thoughts, they're shifting their entire state of being. Think of it this way. Every time you have a thought, it's like dropping a pebble into the vast ocean of possibilities. The ripples from that thought expand outward, attracting similar frequencies back to you. This isn't some esoteric concept. It's rooted in quantum physics. Your thoughts are energy, and energy influences matter. When you engage in focused self-talk with emotional intensity, you're no longer just thinking. You're broadcasting a specific electromagnetic signature into the field. You're becoming a conscious creator of your reality. Your thoughts and words, imbued with emotion, become the blueprints for your future. This is where emotional coherence becomes essential. It's not enough to simply recite positive affirmations. You need to genuinely feel the emotions associated with those words. When your thoughts and emotions are in alignment, when what you're saying to yourself matches what you're feeling, you achieve a powerful state of coherence. In this state, your heart and brain are working in perfect synchrony. This isn't metaphorical, it's measurable. Scientists can detect this harmonious interplay between heart and brain waves. When you're in a state of coherence, you become a powerful transmitter of new possibilities. Let's translate this into your daily life. When you wake up tomorrow and declare, "I am worthy of abundance," or "I am capable of extraordinary achievements," and you feel the truth of those words resonating in every cell of your being, you're not just engaging in positive thinking, you're literally rewiring your neural circuitry and altering your energetic field. This is the power of focused self-talk. It's not just about replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. It's about establishing a new energetic signature that becomes your baseline. It's about training your brain to fire in new patterns that support your desired reality. Imagine tuning a radio to a different frequency. Right now, your brain is tuned to certain stations based on your habitual thinking. But through focused self-talk, you can tune into new frequencies. Frequencies of abundance, health, success, and joy. And the more you practice, the stronger these new frequencies become. The key is consistency and emotional intensity. You can't just dabble in this halfway. You need to speak to yourself with such clarity and conviction that your body has no choice but to respond. This is how you initiate lasting change at the cellular level. Remember, every word you speak to yourself is either reinforcing your current reality or creating a new one. There's no middle ground. You're either using your self-talk to elevate your life or using it to maintain your current circumstances. Here's the precise protocol you'll follow for the next 3 days. This is your blueprint for transformation, and adherence is key. These 3 days will be unlike any you've experienced because you'll be consciously aware of every word you whisper to yourself. The moment you open your eyes, and I mean the very moment, before you check your phone, before you dwell on your worries, before you do anything else, place your hand on your heart. This simple gesture signals to your body that something new is about to happen. In that liminal space between sleep and wakefulness, your brain is most receptive to new programming. For the first 20 minutes of your day, you'll speak to yourself with intentional, potent words, not just in your mind, but in a soft whisper or quiet voice. Say things like, "Today I break free from the limitations of my past. Today my new life begins. Every cell in my body is awakening to new possibilities." Feel these words. Allow them to permeate every cell of your being. During these morning sessions, absolute focus is paramount. If your mind wanders to your to-do list or your anxieties, gently guide it back. This isn't passive meditation, it's active brain programming. You're laying down new neural pathways. You're etching new patterns into your neural circuitry. In the afternoon, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., your brain enters another receptive phase. This is your second window of opportunity. Find a quiet space, your car, an empty office, even a bathroom stall if necessary. Take 5 minutes to reconnect with your morning declarations. Here's the crucial addition. During these afternoon sessions, incorporate physical movement as you speak to yourself. Walk with purpose. Move your arms with intention. Your body needs to embody these words. Remember, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're changing your entire state of being. Throughout the day, become vigilant about catching your automatic negative self-talk. The instant you hear yourself say, "I can't," or "This is too difficult," stop immediately. Replace those words with "I am capable," or "I find solutions with ease." Don't allow a single negative thought to slip by unchallenged. Every thought matters. Every word counts. The evening protocol is where the magic of consolidation unfolds. Between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m., your brain naturally begins to process the day's experiences. This is your time for review and reinforcement. Sit quietly for 15 minutes. Place your hand on your heart again. Review your day's victories, no matter how small. Speak to yourself with gratitude and anticipation. Tell yourself, "Today I forged new neural pathways. Today I shifted the trajectory of my future." Feel the truth of these words in your body and allow the emotion to build. This emotional state is critical for neural consolidation. Today I stepped closer to my new reality. Tomorrow will bring even greater transformation. Here's why these specific timing windows are so crucial. Your brain operates on natural cycles of peak receptivity. By aligning your self-talk practice with these windows, you're maximizing the impact of every word you speak to yourself. You're working with your brain's natural rhythm, not against it. Throughout these 3 days, maintain what I call state management. This means constant awareness of your emotional state. If you feel yourself slipping into old patterns, use your breath. Take 3 deep, cleansing breaths and remind yourself, "I am in the process of transformation. Every moment is an opportunity to reinforce my new reality." Carry a small notebook with you. Every time you catch yourself in negative self-talk, write it down. Then, write down its empowering replacement. This isn't busy work. It's creating a tangible record of your transformation. It's making the invisible visible. Each night before sleep, review these notes and speak the new empowering statements one last time. Let them be the final thoughts in your mind as you drift off. Your subconscious mind will continue working with these thoughts throughout the night. Remember, these 3 days aren't about achieving perfection. They're about establishing a new direction. You might occasionally revert to old thought patterns. That's perfectly normal. The key is to catch yourself more quickly each time and immediately redirect your self-talk. This is a full immersion experience. You're not just tweaking a few thoughts, you're creating a new neural architecture. You're building new neural networks that will support your new reality. Every word you speak to yourself during these 3 days is either reinforcing this new architecture or falling back into old, familiar patterns. Don't underestimate the power of these specific time windows. They're like portals of opportunity where your brain is most receptive to new programming. Utilize them fully. Make every moment count. These 3 days can literally reshape your brain's circuitry if you adhere to this protocol with unwavering consistency. Let's delve into what's actually happening within your body when you adopt this new pattern of self-talk. This isn't simply a mental exercise. You're initiating profound biological changes. With every word you whisper to yourself, your body becomes a complex chemical factory, and your thoughts are the factory's manager. When you achieve heart-brain coherence through positive self-talk, something remarkable happens. Your heart begins to produce a rhythmic pattern that scientists can measure. This isn't metaphorical, it's measurable electromagnetic energy. Your heart possesses its own nervous system, sending more signals to your brain than your brain sends to your heart. When you place your hand on your heart and speak to yourself with kindness and power, your heart rhythm becomes more ordered and coherent. This coherent state transmits signals to your brain that essentially say, "All is well." Your brain responds by reducing the production of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This is why you experience a tangible sense of calm and empowerment when you speak to yourself with intention. But the process goes even deeper. As your stress hormones diminish, your body starts producing what I call the chemicals of possibility: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins. These aren't just feel-good chemicals. They're signaling molecules that influence gene expression. You're literally altering your genetic expression through your self-talk. Consider this: every cell in your body has receptors that respond to these chemicals. When you tell yourself, "I am powerful, I am capable, I am worthy," you're not merely uttering words, you're triggering a cascade of biological changes. Your cells begin to vibrate at a different frequency. They literally tune themselves to a new energetic signature. This is why individuals who master their self-talk often report feeling physically different. Their energy shifts, their presence changes, even their facial expressions transform. They're not just thinking differently, they're becoming biologically different. Your cells are perpetually listening to your self-talk. When you consistently speak to yourself with power and purpose, your cells begin to anticipate these new chemical states. They start to crave the chemicals of possibility instead of the stress chemicals. This is how lasting transformation occurs at the cellular level. The energetic frequency of your cells changes based on your thoughts and words. When you're in a state of fear or doubt, your cells vibrate at a lower frequency. But when you shift your self-talk to words of power and possibility, your cellular frequency increases. This isn't some mystical notion, it's measurable. When your cells vibrate at these higher frequencies, they become more efficient at every task they perform. They communicate more effectively, repair themselves more readily, and even replicate more accurately. You're literally upgrading your biological software through your self-talk. This underscores why consistency is so crucial during these 3 days. Every time you catch yourself in negative self-talk and consciously redirect to positive, intentional self-talk, you're not just shifting your mood, you're changing your biology. You're teaching your cells a new way of being. The reduction in stress hormones also has a profound impact on your immune system. When you're not constantly inundating your body with stress chemicals, your immune system functions more optimally. Your body can focus on repair and regeneration instead of perpetually reacting to perceived threats. Remember, your body doesn't distinguish between real and imagined stress. When you tell yourself, "I can't handle this," or "this is overwhelming," Your body responds as if you were in genuine danger. But when you shift your self-talk to, I am capable and I handle challenges with grace, your body responds by creating an internal environment of strength and resilience. You're not just changing your mind, you're changing your entire biological system. Every word you speak to yourself is either moving you toward optimal cellular function or away from it. There is no neutral self-talk. Every internal dialogue is creating biological change.